What's possible and what's probable? This is a great tool to use. You don't need to have a whole lot of statistics background to do it, and we're going to talk about it real quick. Welcome, colleagues. George Sloan from Myford University. One of the things that I always like to think about when I'm trying to analyze and assess a particular situation is, especially when it comes to risks, for example, what's possible and what's probable. In other words, what's most likely to happen? You have to take into account that anything is possible, but it's not necessarily probable. And what you want to focus on is what is the most probable outcome. Again, you can do a full blown statistical analysis to kind of help you with this, but I believe in doing it in a more simplistic fashion. The idea being that you through your experience should have a good idea of what's likely to happen, and the more experience you have with something, the better your educated guesstimates are going to be when it comes to this. So when you're sitting down and you're trying to assess particular situations, or you're trying to make a difficult decision, my recommendation is always ask yourself what's possible and what's probable. In other words, what's most likely to happen. This tool will go a long way in when it comes to a number of things. It could be, trying to understand what a customer is going to do, trying to understand what the competition may do. Um, when it comes to risk assessment, hey, what's the worst possible case and what is the most probable case, and what can we do to either mitigate it, avoid it, avert it somehow. But the bottom line is this is a very powerful tool, and I highly recommend you put it into your arsenal. It is a tool that, again, you should have developed, with a college degree, definitely should have developed with an MBA degree, and would probably be expected to have it with a PhD degree. If you're interested in more information and content like this, please consider subscribing to Myford University. Consider giving us a share and a like. I always like people to share because, again, I don't want us to be kept a secret. We look forward to doing more work with you along these lines. Thank you, and we'll see you the next time.